guys. We're going to read the first book today is Lucille's Snowsuit. Guess what, Lucille? Said Lucille's older brother Franklin. What? Said Lucille. It's a snow day, no school. I don't go to school, said Lucille. Don't you want to play in the snow? Said her older sister Frances. Get your snowsuit on, we're going out. Franklin and Frances rushed out the door and pounced into a huge pile of snow. Lucille was left behind. First she pulled on her boots. Then she got out her snowsuit. She climbed in, stood up. She pulled. Nothing happened. Boots first? Big mistake, Lucille thought. She pulled harder. Mommy, yelled Lucille. I'll be right there, dear, her mother called from upstairs. Lucille pulled and pulled. She couldn't get her boots through the legs, and she couldn't pull them out to start over again. She was really stuck. Mommy, she yelled. Just 1 minute. Mommy? Lucille pulled down the snowsuit legs and yanked her boot. Let me start over, guys. Sorry. Lucille pulled down the snowsuit's legs and yanked. Her foot came out, but not her boot. She yanked and yanked. Finally, her boot came out. Lucille was sweating and she was tired. She took a little rest before trying again. Then she stood up and stepped into the snowsuit. She pulled it all the way up and put her arms into the sleeves. Then she pulled the zipper. It stuck. Help! I'm in a second, dear. She's having a rough time. Lucille lay down, half-zipped. A snowball sailed by the window. She could hear Frances and Franklin laughing and shouting. I bet they aren't sweating, she thought. I hate snowsuits. Snowsuits are for babies. I am not a baby. She pulled on the hood. It was itchy. She felt something bumpy in her pant leg. Mommy! Here I am. Now what's wrong, Lucille? I'm hot. I'm sweating. My socks lost. My zipper stuck. I hate snowsuits. Lucille roared, you have to wear your snowsuit, dear. I want to wear a parka like Frances and Franklin, and ski pants with a stripe on each leg, and a hat with a bouncy ball on top. A snowsuit is best. When you get bigger, you can wear Frances' parka and ski pants. Snowsuits are for babies. Snowsuits keep you warmer when you're little. You have to wear yours. No, I don't. I'll go naked, said Lucille. You'll freeze, said her mother. I won't. I'm sweaty. Lucille's mother found the sock, unstuck Lucille's zipper, snapped the snaps on her hood, untangled her mitten strings, and put on her boots. Now you're ready to go outside. Lucille flopped down flat. I can't, she said. Why not? I'm tired. Lucille's hood felt so tight. She thought about hats with fluffy balls, then giggled. Get up, Lucille. Lucille thought about ski pants and stripes. I need a lemonade. Lucille, it's winter. I'm sweating, Lucille said. Go make a snowman, her mother said. I want to go swimming. Frances and Franklin came inside to see where Lucille was. Lucille, what are you doing on the floor? Frances asked. Come out and help us with the snowman, Franklin said. I can't. Why not? Frances asked. My snowsuit is too hot. I need ski pants and a parka and a hat with a fluffy ball. Snowsuits are for babies. No snowsuits, no snow play, said Frances. Simple as that. Now get up, Lucille. Carry me. All right, Franklin said. Come sledding. They carried Lucille outside and plopped her in the snow. Lucille swung her arms. Snow angels. She closed her eyes and let the snow float down onto her eyelashes. Then she opened them and watched the sky through snowflake eyes. Soon she began to cool down. Franklin dropped a snowball on her chest. "Snowball fight," he yelled and ran away. Lucille jumped up. She made a snowball and threw it at her brother. Francis made one and threw it at Lucille. Then Franklin made one and threw it at Francis. Soon snowballs were whizzing through the air. Francis and Franklin lost their hats. Lucille found them and filled them with snow. They put them on and yelled. Lucille laughed. "I'm going in. I'm freezing," Franklin said. "Me too," said Francis. "Not me," said Lucille. Lucille stood up, flopped on the sled, and went down the hill lickety-split. She squealed and did it again. Her hood unsnapped and the air whistled in her ears. When Franklin and Francis had warmed up and came out, they all went triple on the sled. "You're the toast, you're the butter." "We're the toast, you're the butter," Francis said. Franklin shouted as they whizzed down the hill, for Lucille was in the middle between them, not too cold and not too warm. I made a sandwich. "Mama, guess what? My snowsuit kept me snugly warm, and I didn't even sweat." The next one we're going to read is called The Mitten. Once there was a boy named Nicky. He wanted mittens as white as snow. "If you drop a white mitten in the snow, it will be hard to find," his grandmother told him. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens so much that Baba made them for him. When she finished knitting, Nicky put on the mittens and went out to play. It wasn't long before one mitten fell off. You see the mitten down there? A little mole found it and crawled inside. It was just the right size, so he decided to stay. A rabbit came hopping by. He wiggled in next to the mole. A hedgehog wanted to get warm. A mole and the rabbit made room for him. The owl didn't want to be left out, so the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog had to move over. The little mitten was getting crowded. How big it is, though they stretched it out. A badger looked out of his house and saw the mitten. He climbed right in. It started to snow, so a fox pushed his way in and made himself right at home. Then a big bear sniffed at the mitten. The animals were packed in tight, but the bear didn't care. He crawled in anyway. The mitten was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Then a tiny mouse squeezed in and perched herself on the big bear's nose. The mouse's whiskers tickled the bear's nose. Chew! The bear sneezed. All the animals flew out of the mitten. Nicky saw his mitten sailing up in the air. From the window, Baba watched Nicky catch his mitten. "See, Baba," he called to her, "I have both my mittens." And Baba smiled. size. The one mitten's way big and one's way small. All right, guys, this week in your packet, you're gonna make a mitten, okay? You have two mittens like this. You can put them together. There's some cotton in there, and then you decorate. Have fun.